It's time! It's time! We're ready, we're here. This is gonna be the most hyped season yet. Lots of changes. We already saw a lot. 2 battle passes, and that's it. The new 2v2 mode, too high velocity. And here we go. What else do we have in store with combat? Superman buffs.
Players all around.
Ajax and the cat, welcome back.
Yet season number 4.
The cat said he was sick. He's sick of waiting for this patch.
The cat, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing excellent. This is a very special.
He sounds
episode.
fine. He had a voice crack.
We talk about it all the time. Behind me, season 4 is loaded with a lot of great information
to talk about.
Yeah, it's
other than what we've seen. I want to see rift changes.
This will be our longest episode yet. So to start things off, of course,
I want to see ranked improvements. I want to see reward incentives.
And Tara Strong coming back to reprise the role of Raven, who is not only here for Bubbles, for Harley, but there's a little very funny bit in that trailer where she's essentially just talking to herself. It's so iconic to the character, and we're very
impressive roster for her voice acting. 3 characters in one game. That's insane. The art team is amazing. Our team essentially gets it. Let's go!
Raven is a mage class character. She's a technical character that can fight long range and up close. Raven has the ability to set play, meaning Raven players will want to create situations that can be capitalized on after knocking down their opponent or knocking away their opponent. Raven is the only character in the game that has a companion in the form of her companion Raven, Lenore.
She has
Raven
a rift
also
companion.
Has a passive named Magical Countermeasures. When Raven takes over 100 damage, she gets faster, has more knockback on her moves, and does even more damage.
Nice. Just a built-in last
Let's talk about
stand.
Raven's grounded attacks. Raven's grounded dash attack lunges Raven forward toward the opponent. This simply just knocks away the opponent altogether. Her grounded neutral attack is a very signature move that you'll all probably be familiar with. It has 3 levels of power. The uncharged version is Azeroth. The second, longer charge version is Azeroth Metreon. And then the longest charge version is Azeroth Metreon Zinthos. The longer you charge, the more knockback is going to be taken from this move, as well as how large and long the move actually will be. Holding the attack leaves you very vulnerable to your opponent.
Jake and Raven combo.
Very careful
Bite them both.
Decide to charge this move. Raven's grounded forward attack is a little different this time around than other characters. Raven's jab is a set of projectiles, and it's only a 1-part and a 2-part. The first part of the jab is that set of projectiles that I just mentioned, but the last part of the jab is actually a big fist that comes out to knock the opponent away.
Yep, she's gonna fist everyone.
Raven's jab also has the ability to combo into the rest of her grounded normal attacks as well. This move is exceptional for branching into those moves for her to be able to set up her offense. Raven's down attack hits in front of her and behind her, slamming into the ground with a barrier of dark magic. The down attack hits at a
goes
wide
out
range
fast as well. Holy shit!
Into the air, which she's able to act out of super fast, making it a very reliable.
I can already see the improvements that they're going to talk about with combat.
Zaps her
like, look how fast.
Mind to knock them away. This move is a get off of me move, and you can combo from this move on hit. You basically want to use this move to knock away opponents very fast, but again, if you decide to approach with this move and be aggressive with it, you can follow up off of it relatively well. Let's talk about Raven's grounded side special attack, and this is going to be a very important one. Raven sends out her companion Lenore, who does a 2-hit combo that can knock away your opponent or knock your opponent back towards you, depending on the spacing in which you hit this move.
What was that?
You can curve Lenore above you and toward the ground as well.
I knew it.
Put Lenore in so many different spots of the map that it offers so much
utility. Such a good edge guard.
Just so much uniqueness to the things you can create with
this
companion.
Holy!
Lenore disappears after you perform a special 3 times, or if your opponent hits Lenore 3 times. Keep in mind,
easy one. Superman
does
there.
Have health and does not have infinite usage. Let's talk about the multiple usages that Lenore actually brings to the table. If you press side special again, Lenore will detonate, causing opponents to be wrung out vertically at the top of the blast zone.
Boom.
You can perform all 3 of Raven's grounded specials through Lenore.
Whoa!
Which is very, very important. So, You can do the up special, which allows you to combo back and forth between Lenore and Raven.
What?
And lastly, let's get into Raven's
This
specialty
seems
perks.
broken.
First one up, telekinetic takedown. Down special can now summon rocks from the ground and throw them at the opponent. You can even choose the direction that these rocks are thrown. You can throw them upward, sideways, or downward. Time it right with an opponent that shoots a projectile, you can catch the projectile and throw it along with the rocks. For example, if Harley throws her bat doll at Raven and she uses this perk, Raven will have the ability to stick the bat doll directly onto Harley. Perk number
That's
2,
freaking
Simmering
badass.
Temper.
It seems like that's
Raven's magical
the right
countermeasures
timing as
requires
well.
less damage to trigger, meaning that instead of 100 damage being needed to trigger Raven's magical countermeasures, it will require a lot less. And of course, this has variables because it also depends on, in teams, how much damage your partner also has as well can influence this. Let's talk about Raven's friendly familiar perk. When
That
Raven
seems
shoots
nuts.
out Lenore, Lenore will hover towards Raven and stop just a short distance away from her. But if you have an ally on the field, when you shoot out Lenore towards your ally, Lenore will hover all the way to your ally until it is able to attach to your ally. And that's going to
Seems
be
like-
it
Seems
for
like a slow
the
hover.
Raven breakdown. I am super excited again to finally be here and have this character almost readily available to the public.
First
Again,
perk seems way
big
stronger
fan of Raven.
in most
My
cases.
most wanted character ever.
Hard enough to
She
be
might
able
be the
to
first
explain
mage that
all
I
of the
actually want to
possibilities.
play.
You know, a lot of people bringing up a certain skin that is not necessarily been seen. We already know we couldn't not include it. With the Raven bundle, you also get the iconic White Raven skin that will be coming alongside of that, and the Trigon eyes.
Oh, so if you buy
artifact
the
purple.
hero
so everybody
That's
who's
the
been
day one.
asking
itself,
about
you'll
that,
get-
it's you already know that's
That's
the
the
one
day
that I've
one.
been using the most. It's so iconic to the show. You can't not include it.
Of course.
Boom.
I mean, Nakat, we have.
Wait,
She
that's
has-
different. Oh, I
she
was
just
thinking it
has
was
such
a
great
legit
collections. We
white
have to
one.
go through them all again.
Yeah,
And
we're not even done.
Yeah,
we're just
so-
getting started.
we only just got
So that's the
started
skin.
with it.
So
I
that's
mean,
the
you're,
skin
like,
that wasn't
we
even
already
shown
seen, of
yet. I
course,
was
the
thinking it was
default
the
skin,
one that was shown in the
that she
trailer, but
has,
it's like
with
more
the
basic
amazing
one.
design, but there's also
Damn,
the
they gone
Mythic
hard.
Vista skins that will be coming as well. Which you see show up in the trailer. It's not
Look at
just
that Taz,
Raven.
dude.
Of course,
Oh
there'll
my
be some more
gosh, that is
will
the
be getting
I was
best
about to
added.
Taz skin
say,
I've ever seen in
Raven
my
looks
life.
phenomenal, but can we talk about
also-
Taz for a minute with the hairdo too?
That
You got the
Raven
hair
cape,
slicked back and
badass.
everything.
You want to talk about hair slick back?
Yeah, let's
Let's
go.
take a look at what they look like
Oh my
before
gosh.
they become that. Of
Oh,
course, we
wow.
have.
Whoa,
So for everybody
dude,
who's
Taz
curious, the
getting the
Mythic Vista
love.
event is our take, sort of, at, let's say, magical school anime. We have two different variations.
Taz looking
of, characters
clean,
who will
man.
have, these bit
He's
more
trying to
of
make his
that
move on
in a
Raven.
minute. Hold
The
on a second.
skin
Hold
in
up.
our
This is
team
one of
are.
my personal favorites.
Oh!
We couldn't not have
Nah,
a
this is-
little recreation.
Oh
of,
my
you
god,
know,
there it is.
not
he
everybody's
should-
birthdays could be very.
he should
very
be shooting
very
down
happy, let's say.
twice as many
but, you know,
lasers.
when every time the birthday comes around, her
Four
and her
eyes.
dad have a little as well, which of
Oh!
course we'll be able to get access to.
Oh
Through
my god,
bundles.
there's a
And the
banner,
Trigon,
icon, and emote.
Actually, the Trigon on the loose is the Rift. We also have the event that will be coming up, which we'll get into in a second. But it's such a perfect skin. It's got the voiceover, it's got the voice changer and everything to it.
Yes,
and
the voice
banners.
changer to it.
There's just
I mean,
there's
we were
too much. There's
expecting
too much
that.
good stuff in the season. We
I
have
want
only
Oh my
started.
god.
so bad. I want that banner. Yeah, and like all these skins that you just
I had no
presented,
idea who this character
As
was.
much as I
no
love
idea that he
Raven,
possessed
I want 'em
Superman.
all. I need
No
the
idea that it
Taz
was
skin
Raven's
also.
dad.
Just, like,
I'm Raven's
that
dad.
skin alone makes
So first things first, a lot of people have been asking about the battle pass. Well, the battle pass has
guarantee you
now
that they're
been
ahead of
altered
schedule.
to be two different battle passes, and it's a little bit shorter. And your first tier that you will get will be of the character that will be released alongside it, as we have moved
Holy
characters out of
shit,
the
it's
battle
the
pass now, and we
first
have now
tier you
moved
get
it
that
to where you
skin.
can get unique skin at the very beginning. We wanted to make it a little bit easier for
Wow.
everybody to be able to not only go through the battle passes, but be able to get some more unique rewards as we're
Fighter
going through
Road
this right
XP?
now.
Okay,
it is
that's the new
45
thing.
tiers into the unlimited tier afterwards. They are 1 month battle passes. And you will also now not have to wait the 2 months in order to be able to unlock a character that was normally inside the battle pass. You'll be able to unlock them via Fighter Road when they become available, or of course through purchase and the Gleamium and your fighter tokens. So one of my favorite taunts finally getting into the game. Joker, we revealed this back in his trailer. People have been asking for this one quite a bit. Well, it is finally here.
The Joker
I am
dance.
very, very excited.
Wait, did he see a month battle pass?
So
I was too busy looking at little stuff. I missed it.
Figorn, Legorn coming alongside with a couple of banners.
No way.
And maybe a little something extra to join pretty soon too. We got the iconic Powerpuff Girls bedtime outfit, which might be keeping an eye on a couple other skins that might be following that theme later on. The coldest shoulder emote.
I'm gonna use that emote and spam ice.
My personal favorite. I know that we have the moonwalk for Jason, but this one's actually my personal favorite. Just look at him.
Dude, he's so crazy. Oh,
he cuts the head off.
All right, you know what? Never mind. I spoke too soon. Yeah. Sure. I mean, he is crafty still, but damn.
Oh my god! And as we talked about with the Trigon Possessed, we also have a couple of skins that will be following along that same shader. And we mentioned the Mythic Vista skins as well. We have a couple to share in a little bit, but one of them you will be able to get is the Valedictorian Velma.
Simple and clean. What's gonna be the last tier?
34. Excuse me, 35. I can't read. And this one, this is my actual new favorite banner. I'm just
This banner is so raw.
That banner is cheating.
Our team snapped. I don't really know how else to say it. Like,
that's so good.
All professionalism aside, our team went absolutely crazy with everything related to Raven, and it's only going to get better as you see the Alone Time, please. It's another fantastic one. And as we approach the final tiers, like we said before, the end of the track will be
45.
The Troublemaker Taz that you'll be able to get at tier 43. And as anybody might have noticed, you still do get Gleamium throughout the pass to be able to, if you complete the pass, be able to get another battle pass along the way. So you will still be able to cycle out battle passes if you play all the way through, or use it towards other stuff that you like as well throughout the game.
What is that banner?
And then the Infinite tier, which will be rewarding you assorted items that you have already been able to do with the current live
they need to
version,
fix the
we're going to continue that
Infinite tier.
So that is now how the battle passes will work.
Not
There are
very
going to
good.
be 2 separate battle passes.
45 tiers, and it's
I haven't really
more packed with better stuff in my opinion.
All of these pretty much.
Hey, Joker! So this is going to be the themed event, the
like
Possessed Trigon.
With the cosmetics.
Yeah, Nubia,
we got
Joker,
the Trigon Rift, the Trigon on the Loose, as well as the Azarath Metreon Synthos event. As you can see here, there are. I have to clarify something as well. The battle pass is not the same price. It is actually 800 Gleamium.
It's a little bit pricier.
That is our first one.
But I think it has better skins.
It's hard to
so
just talk about the hype up.
It is what it is, man. When you support a game, buying the battle pass is probably the biggest thing you can do. And you earn the Gleamium back, so I don't want to hear anyone complaining about battle pass prices.
That is only the first one. The Mythic Vista skins, which are just so damn good.
Whoa, there's a Superman
like
one.
Said, this is our take.
I just noticed.
The art team was actually on some and more for this season. Like,
oh my god,
popped off.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
This is only part of
what did I tell you? The art team
on Magical School
has it together. The art team.
I
want to kiss
Wonder Woman
on the cheek,
Taz,
respectfully.
Velma, Raven, Headmaster Wayne,
shit,
and
they're
Principal
insane.
Joker. Looking extremely devious up in the background. Some of you have already seen
There's no way that's
the Joker skin on.
Wait, or is that
infographic
Batman?
As well. I
didn't even hear what he said. It better be Superman, otherwise I'm.
Mythic Vista
that probably is Batman.
And we'll take we'll let you take a look as they arrive. We're gonna have a couple promotions showing off what these skins look like. So the Fighter Road is a new unique way to be able to play the game as you go. You earn experience for characters along the Fighter Road that will be set in an order that you can unlock along the way. You are also able to pick different characters amongst different tiers as you play too, so you'll be able to alternate which ones you like. This is meant to help the experience of, especially the first time experience when you're hopping in. Is a bit of there's quite a few characters to have to unlock, and Fighter Currency was easy to obtain for some, but it's a little bit more of a grind for others. So we wanted to simplify that process as much as we can. And everything you do through missions, through events, through Battle Pass, you'll be able to get Fighter Road experience, be able to get that through different events.
I'm just worried about.
And then whenever you complete the Fighter Road,
unlocking
you also
characters
have that same experience converted to your Battle Pass progression. So you won't be losing out if you
boost
already
your
have all
XP.
the characters unlocked. This Fighter Road might not affect some of the players who already have everybody. Well, you will be able to still get that same experience towards your battle pass to help speed that process up for you as well. As you can see, the new end of game feature there.
Whoa!
And as we mentioned before, the different tiers you could pick from them. You could choose between Bugs Bunny, Wonder Woman, or Jake in that tier. And you could choose how you want to play along the way. But that's not the only thing. Sometimes maybe you just want to get right into it. So a new thing that has been introduced is the Fighter Road Purchase Bundle, which is everybody can either pick individual bundles for individual characters, or you could get everybody outside of Raven who has just joined for a total value, a cost of $49.99, which does reduce with every character you have. So if you already have 10 plus characters,
you can buy every single character.
2 plus characters, you will have discounts. They will continue to drop as you go.
28
so if
characters,
you want to just get right into
$50.
it, you want to get everybody, you don't want to take the time to grind out, you can get everybody all at once with one full purchase as you play the game, and you can unlock the entire Fighter Road, or you could play it entirely for free, however which way you want to go about it. That is
That's fair.
choice.
And if anyone gets mad at that's just dumb.
Love this.
If it is 5,000 gleaming for every character,
and speaking
it's only
of
166 gleaming for each character.
And all that, let's take a look at
probably give
the new arena mode.
Give a little
so
bit.
Arena mode will be live for the first 3 weeks of the season, and as you can see at the very beginning there, you can choose
I'm excited for this.
fighters. And a couple people asked,
I'm excited for this.
If I only have, Shaggy, or if I only have 5 characters, am I always going to get them? That answer is no, because in Arena, you will be able to play
even if you don't own the characters.
You have to just
that's such a
for
perfect
so you start off
way
with
to
10 coins,
go about
you can
that.
play anybody at any time throughout this brand new mode, which allows you to not only get prestige currency for anywhere you place in matchmaking, as long as you play matchmaking and play throughout the whole thing, you will get prestige currency, but you can play every character that you want throughout the entirety of it too.
That's gonna be fun.
And
that's gonna be fun.
To allow players to have brand new ways to, play with their stream or play a, big Discord group party, whatever have you. Well, there is in fact lobbies that you will be able to invite people to. There is also streamer mode where you can be able to block lobby codes, because you do have lobby codes that will be joining the arena, and custom lobbies. So you can be able to invite 18
you could have
people,
tournaments
16 of your friends all inside
arena mode
of the
tournaments.
Arena mode, so you can play your own custom version. Of course, in custom lobbies, in our custom arena, you do not get prestige, but you are able to get them. You'll be able to have a good time and just play along with everybody else. See,
you can tell they've been working on this for a long time.
I didn't get necessarily the builds that I wanted to play. Well, you can sell your items along the way. You can change them. There's a lot of different ways to play. You can do offensive, defensive, dodge-based builds.
Dude, that's so good.
A couple of unique power-ups.
That's gonna be so much fun. It's like wacky mode, but competitive.
The cat, if you will.
Here we go.
Start us
Combat
off on
stuff.
the brand new gameplay changes coming to season 4.
Oh my gosh!
So first and foremost, we wanted to make
base
the game,
movement speed
more
for everyone,
right? And so the best way to do that is to change many mechanical elements to it to allow players to play in specific ways that they want. And one of the first ones was improving the grounded run speed. There are a lot of characters in the game that have had their grounded run speed increased. So that's just one of the many things that we changed. And I know y'all saw, Ajax and I, we were kind of yapping on a timeline and, doing the most. But
people say I'm a professional yapper. These guys are on another level.
And bringing this to life in game for you guys. And so now that we're finally here and able to show you, this is really a moment, in my opinion. So,
like you said, part one, some movement speed on the ground for characters overall. As you saw some of it with our last patch, we improved a couple there. We have continued to improve that now. We also improved the very important factor of the game, fast falling. So when you fast fall before, there was it took a little bit longer to get down. Now if you press fast fall, especially if you have it set to tap,
takes.
You get it pretty instantly. You are now in much more control of what you want to choose for your outcome, and how you want to position yourself. You want to fall down. You want to be able to get
I'm wondering if this allows me to
you want to be able to line
jump
up.
and do a nair with Superman like immediately
by using movement. We have added more speed
so
to
freaking
fast
good,
falling.
dude.
We have adjusted the way it works. It will take a little bit of time to get used to, especially off stage. So make sure that you're prepared for where you need to adjust your timings. But this will open up a lot of new combo routes, a lot of new approaches, and a lot of new ways to provide some unique expression, which I think the cat in that clip as well.
That is like
we talked about up next. Another change that
difference
to be added to the gameplay.
Did you say something about approaching? Well, let me talk to you guys. So with the added run speed and the fast fall, everything kind of weaves together, right? It kind of flows and works together. but we got to jump a little bit shorter. You know what I'm saying? So with
Yep.
short hops being introduced into the game, it's going to make approaching with aerials not feel as
That's what I was
threatening or
saying.
risky, rather,
Jump
as the
in
person
air.
that is trying to approach. Before, when you were short hopping, you were jumping a little bit too high, making it a lot easier for your opponent to react to your aerial approaches, which in part made you want to play more grounded anyway, because not only was it super rewarding, but it was the safest option. No more. Now you will actually be able to jump at your opponent, and it doesn't have to always be with an attack.
Good.
You can opt to just do nothing
That was
at times,
that was
or
my
land
biggest
with a universal
reaction
shield breaker as well
on the
if your opponent
release of the
decides to try
game.
to
It
shield
felt
your
like I
aerial
couldn't
approach.
jump and
But
do an
we're not even
aerial
getting to shields yet.
fast.
We're
It
not done.
felt
Yeah,
bad.
that's a checklist we still have to get to
This is gonna be-
down
this
this
is
list.
gonna-
Alongside short hopping too, it does
Huge
allow more unique and
change.
easier access to platforms, which is something we've been trying to improve on and hearing plenty of feedback on. So platforms, not only have we made it easier to be able to access
May not
them
seem like a big,
with short hops,
but it's
but
gonna
also
be big.
the way that the wave dashing was working before, it took full bars a meter and it had no invul on it, which meant
So
that
he's
you were
going
likely
a
to get
lot
punished. So we
faster?
have now altered every wave dash to return dodge meter based on how many invul frames you had left remaining from that dodge. So now we have made it so you can use the movement a little bit easier. You won't be burning your meter for it, and you'll be able to kind of do it at will. So it's going to take a little time to get used to at first, but we are continuing
Interesting.
to improve on that, not only off of platforms, but on the ground as well, because we want to make it so you can have a little bit more access to different ways to be able to get in, but also not make it completely necessary to have to use this to get in as well. It's a little bit of extra to be able to add some more expression to that movement and that combat.
And so
Nice. That's gonna be a
lastly,
huge
we want to
tech.
say thank you to everybody that participated in the testing grounds. We really appreciate all of your
What are
feedback.
they gonna say?
And we were able to actually get a lot of that feedback in
Oh,
to
changes?
help make blocking feel a lot better in Multiversus. As you know, blocking adds an added layer of depth to combat, and so we want Multiversus to not only feel like this rewarding
They
experience
removed like the
when it
shield
comes to hitting
icon.
your opponent, but also allowing players to show skill through being able to defend themselves. So things that have actually been added to the shield mechanic this time around, shield damage and hit pause have been tuned. We also have changed the way light and medium projectiles interact with shield, doing reduced damage. We standardized the shield break attacks to have more consistent frame data and sizes. Shield breaks from shield break attacks and
Nice.
stamina drain both pop up opponents for a consistent punish window. And in terms of
That's
visual
good.
effect work, we've actually removed the shield icon from the middle of the shield, and we've also added feedback with flashing to show when a shield is being hit. Steven in particular,
that.
because he was one of the first characters or the only character to really have a shield, he can air shield,
Dirty little
and
Steven.
if you hit his shield in the air, it kind of bounces. It has like on hit bounce, and when he's on the ground, he now has a standard shield like the rest of the cast. And hitting someone's shield actually gives you whiff branch timing, so it's almost as if the opponent whiffed the move. Therefore, you will have a lot more time to actually hit opponents for hitting your shield. And lastly, we improved the feel for shielding from a run. Before, when you guys were trying to like run and shield, you would be met with a dodge. Now you'll be able to actually stop in place if you decide to press the shield button. And so these are some of many ways that we have improved shield. And we hope that you all continue to enjoy this mechanic in the game.
I mean,
And
we all
again,
knew it wasn't
we
going to
were
be in
really,
season
really
4.
excited
That would be like
from being
way too big of
able
a change to
take
just
that
add
feedback
in.
and apply it to the mechanic to
Testing
make
grounds
it
was the
even
only
better.
way.
And just to clarify as well,
to
we are still in the experimental
add it to
phase
the
of
game.
shields too. So that also it is still in the testing grounds queue. But we did get a lot of questions related to wanting to try it out more. So it is not currently in the main queue. However, it is now available to be used in custom games, in the lab,
Oh,
and in local mode.
nice.
So you can not only still provide us feedback from being able to play it at any given point in time that you would like to try and express it out, but you can also head to our brand new survey, which you'll be seeing on the carousel within the main menu, and we will be posting throughout every testing ground post as well. You can let us know how you feel. Let us know what you think that's been coming alongside Shields, and we're continuing to make sure, as the cat just expressed, as much improvements as possible. So if Shields get fully implemented, they are as clean and ready to go as we can based on your feedback and what you have seen. So go into custom games, go into the lab, do everything you can with them, find unique stuff, find
It
ways
seems
to
like
break
it might
let
be
us
draining
know. We're always
faster, but they
looking for
didn't
random
mention
feedback
that.
on that. And
That's
we're really
another
excited to
feedback
hear
I
what you
have. I
to
think it
say
lasts
with
too
version
long
2,
for you to
which,
hold it.
coming up. One of the biggest talking points that we have been working towards, and we have finally gotten a full overhaul on, is we have been able to go in. There's no footage for this one, just to be clear. We have gone in and we've done a hitbox overhaul for all of our characters.
All
so
the
shout outs
characters!
to the gameplay development team who went in
Oh my gosh!
and looked through every single move.
I might be ready to kiss you both.
And check
the development
every
team
single
behind the
point where we
scenes.
see if maybe something was hitting behind, maybe something
A
was
lot
hitting
of
in a
hard
position
work.
that felt a spot. It was a lot of time and effort that went into this one. But
I
it was something
appreciate that.
was very much so high on our points of wanting to get addressed. And now there's
I'm
a
just
full
glad that they
combat
actually
hitbox
realized
overhaul.
that.
And of course, still keep an eye on anything that you see that you may may look a little bit off. Please let us know. We're always constantly looking to update that, but this is going to feel very different. It's gonna we've been testing it thoroughly. And
really
very excited.
feel very different because their first little pass through on some characters didn't change anything.
The team really wanted to make it. We wanted to make a point where the players know that we have been listening for such a long time, and we wanted to reward the players for their time and dedication to Multiversus with a game that they truly want to play, and also, of course, be expressive with how they play it. And so we already know that players love the game and they want to play it naturally, but how can we continue to improve the experience, not only just from a cosmetic standpoint, because those cosmetics are beautiful, I'm not gonna lie, but from an entire gameplay perspective. And so we hope with these changes, you are all not only extremely excited, but of course, we cannot wait to see you play what feels like an entirely new version of Multiversus, because there's a reason why Ajax and I were like tweeting as much as we were, and then the team is staying up late after hours to continue to play the game, because
I just want
it just feels phenomenal.
I want to rage normally, not
actually
rage because of
so I want to
how
give
the
a special
game's
shout out
current
to every
state is.
single
You know,
member
I want to
of
rage
the team
coping
and all of the
about
work
my
they did
skills
to make these changes and make
I
them
don't want to
come
rage about
to
saying,
fruition.
wow, why did that hit?
Well, wait, there's
Why
more.
am
There's
I-
actually, there was one more as well.
What?
That was brought up by quite a few people, and something we mentioned that we were working towards, and we have worked towards removing Weekend from the game.
Yes!
Weekend is being altered out to a different form of a buff. For a couple people who might have needed. There are a couple characters that were based around that kit. That in their kit. Well, we have removed it from every kit, and we're working towards a couple ways to have the perks that were utilizing it for any character that was heavily utilizing it and changing it around quite a bit.
Difference between winning and losing, honestly.
We're not. That's
how did I, okay?
We still got more to go.
This is what I was expecting all of it to be.
Those patch notes. Not only will there be a lot of combat-based changes, but there's a lot of different changes that have come to many characters who we'll say finding KO is a lot faster than others, and we want to make sure that we found ways around that and change that around. We've been paying close attention to not only the ladder, but also the events that have been going on as well. We want to make sure that we got that addressed. So we'll be seeing some characters maybe that you haven't seen. Welcome back, Jake. And you'll be seeing quite a few other characters that will be getting some new changes.
Schism's going to be happy about that.
Changes to their movesets, actually, overall. I'll leave that for a surprise, though.
Let's go!
Actually, let me lean up.
Here it is. Oh my gosh, here's the map and play.
The Back to the Past stage that some of you have seen. Back to the Past is now joining into Multiversus.
It's a flat map, but it's
for one.
It's beautiful.
Shout out to the maps team. This is such a beautiful stage.
Wait a minute, she can fly!
As you can see,
noticed.
This is the past version of the stage, and a brand new skin.
The skin is so good.
Jack, which we'll talk about in a sec, but it does change throughout the gameplay.
Yes, it does change throughout the gameplay. I love that.
Tree off to the side there.
Nice.
This is another one of my personal favorites, not only for the stage but the music. It's such a beautiful stage.
The music. How am I even forgetting about the music?
But if you want to play on this version just by itself, you will have that as well. So, utilize the stage without the transformations.
Okay.
And well, all right, we get to build up. We get right into it. So we've been talking quite a bit about some, building a band up
The band is getting together?
Well, what if we decided to give everybody access to just the giant keyboard? Because why not? So welcome to Space Jam, as it is called, the space stage. You can change the tones the way the music works.
What the hell?
You can run across the keyboards. You can alternate it between 3 different versions. And if you have the hazards on, you also get buffs throughout it. So the entire stage display is Steven doing.
This is way too big for my brain.
You kind of just vibe.
Wait, what is Steven doing?
Just vibing. I don't know why.
What is he gonna do? Use his flip flops?
We have a couple other bonus maps that'll be joining too. There's a couple different variations to the beach map. There's a couple another variation to the space map. But in 4.5, we always talk about what's coming up next in the future too. You got Candy Kingdom 1 and 2, which is the Candy Tavern.
Whoa,
This is one of the
dude.
most beautiful
Stage is
stages
massive.
by far. Like the Land of
Massive
Ooh,
and gorgeous.
like I can't tell you enough.
Beautiful.
We got a lot of adventure time.
It looks so good.
But there is also another version. We also, this
Ranked.
being one of our biggest
If
stages
you don't
that
add
we
it to
have, we
ranked,
also, of course, like to
just-
introduce some competitive variants as well, which is Candy Kingdom number
Thank
2.
goodness.
And that might have a few variations to it as well. But as you can see, Peppermint Butler has taken over the main podium, has brought the
I
crowd
don't even
out
know.
for a good show.
I haven't even seen
We're at
Adventure Time
nighttime
to this
here.
point.
This is
but
my personal
this-
favorite stage.
so good.
Not just for there's still
This is
more,
how
of course, bonus
future
stages
maps
that'll
should
happen
be.
later on that we will not be sharing just yet.
Because
But it's hard to express
like
how
maps,
much fun
you play on maps.
it is to
All
fight
you
in
do
the
is play on
background.
maps. Why wouldn't you
Yeah,
want to
we've
make the
been
maps
holding
like
that
the
one back
best
for a
you
long time, so
possibly
finally
could? So
can't
that way,
wait to see
every time we
all of
play a
the
game, it's
chaos
like we're looking
that
at the
happens
map and
on that stage, 'cause
experiencing the
again,
whole
Not only is it beautiful,
the whole
Yes,
environment.
and Prestige, well, when you get to spend it.
Oh,
on
Prestige
season, we got new
store!
stuff.
I
We've
totally
already
forgot
shown
about
a
it.
couple of them off. You got the brand new Prestige items that will be entering, which is, of course, the
Okay.
Uri Jack we just showed a little while ago.
Samurai
And the
Jack.
Back to the Past stage.
He's looking thick
And
in
not
armor.
only that, but we teased a certain Iron Giant skin that will finally be joining.
Dude.
We have the Heavy Metal Giants that will also be a part of the Prestige store this time around. So
That is
make
pretty
sure
sick.
that you.
I like how
but
his
any Prestige
painted
might have gotten
legs
Battle
are
Pass
blue.
Purchases prior. You got the brand
Not
new
that he has pants
Zinthos
on.
ring out, which I am sure a certain somebody in this call is only going to use. And Frost Esports will be teaming up with Trolley to bring to you a $7,500
Holy.
prize pool. That for I believe this is a qualifier-based event. So make sure you check this out. This is something they've been putting out for quite a bit. They've been able to
2v2s.
use a lot of their time and effort to build up the scene for Frost Esports, and they're now going
True.
to bring
They've been
you,
doing a good job.
early.
But it's not
so you don't miss
USD.
it.
It's
We're really excited.
It's in gummy
and,
worms.
So ranked.
Ranked!
For one.
Ranked.
Meant to bring this up earlier, but we of course have the ranked skins that will be coming in for Raven. If we go ahead and show everybody that.
Oh, nice.
The new season will begin on Tuesday, and the ranked skins for Raven will
holy
be the skins
shit,
that
the
you can get
master
from that.
skin.
And
These are
another thing with ranked as well is every season from kind of like this point forward at the beginning of the season, so the beginning of the season 4 season, if you will, there will be a soft MMR reset. Leading up to this point, we haven't really done that yet. We've kind of just let things like kind of go along. But one of the parts of the RP that people have been pointing out is you've been fighting against a lot of the same people over and over again, and that's due to a lot of the peak MMR reaching the points that they have. So there will be a soft MMR reset, and you will be seeing a lot of different. Ideally, you'll be seeing a lot of different matchups. You'll be seeing hopefully more consistent RP gains and losses, and we're still continuing to watch that. That's something we'll be keeping.
Okay, at least you're watching it,
so
not saying like, yep, that's
experience
good
for everybody.
That's
Ranked
good.
will have essentially a refresh going into tomorrow, as well as the brand new skins from Raven there, which personally some of my favorites. I have to get the Master Rank.
Oh yeah,
skin this season
100%.
for Raven. It's
You just have to get
too
the
good.
skins no
Wait
matter
till you
what.
see how. Until next time, thank you for joining into the verse. We'll see you.
thank you very
Let's
much.
go! Holy shit, crazy! There it is. There it is. Lots to take in, and lots that we haven't even seen yet for the specific changes of the new season. Combat, like, you know, nerfs, buffs, and all that stuff. Overall, huge update. Fast falling, so where you can actually use abilities closer to the ground. Your base movement speed, it made it seem like it was on every character going through the platforms and stuff. So That's going to be really nice to experience. I'm excited for the shields to be added to the game, but there's nice improvements as well. The art team somehow went above and beyond from season 3. They just seem to keep going above and beyond. Raven looks badass. Ranked improvements. Love to see that. And the new 2v2 arena mode, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it said that you could do it in lobbies and stuff like that, as well as a shields to test it. So I'm excited to see more stuff in the lobbies, in the lab and whatnot to test. Overall, it's going to be a huge season. They even said that there's going to be a lot in the 4.5 as well. So crazies, let me know what your all thoughts, your concerns. What are you most excited for? My most excitement thing, it has to be the freaking combat changes. But crazies with that, huge update, biggest season yet. Let's go. Let's keep this game alive. Let's keep it going. Let's go. Crazies with that, I say good night and goodbye. Goodbye, crazies. Goodbye, crazies. I love you, crazies. Come on.